Then I'm finna use 1 can to paint this trim. And as y'all see, I went ahead and put off my speaker covers because my overlay, it don't cover no speaker covers. So I gotta use mine that's already in here. So we finna paint these and we finna paint this trim piece. And then I also forgot that I gotta paint the back of the seats, bro. So yeah, I'm gonna definitely need another can of paint. That's not even including when I throw the overlay on, what I'm gonna need to paint on the actual dash itself before I can fully install my overlay. So, you know what I'm saying? Because of these clips, and one clip is already broken on both sides, so I don't want to break them more clips. So I'm not gonna put them in until I throw that overlay in. Then I'll throw these back in. You know what I'm saying? But the overlay got to go in first for these to sit on the overlay. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, this one, like I said, I probably just need one more coat. It's a little bit, I mean, it ain't sticking the best, you know what I'm saying? Which I don't know where I messed up at, because I did the sanding to get the old paint off. Then I did the sanding to smooth it out, because now it's really smooth, you feel me? It ain't rough. But yeah, so, like right here, I don't know if y'all could tell. Actually, what's up guys, it's your boy Deuce back with another video. Now this video, y'all see the title and everything, we finna go ahead and paint a few more pieces on the dash. You know what I'm saying? Basically I'm just finna use all the paint that I have, and then like I said, I'm probably gonna have to get more, because I know for sure I'm most likely not gonna have enough. So I'm probably gonna need a whole can just for the column itself. Then I'm finna use 1 can to paint this trim. And as y'all see, I went ahead and put off my speaker covers because my overlay, it don't cover no speaker covers. So I gotta use mine that's already in here. So we finna paint these and we finna paint this trim piece. And then I also forgot that I gotta paint the back of the seats, bro. So yeah, I'm gonna definitely need another can of paint. That's not even including when I throw the overlay on, what I'm gonna need to paint on the actual dash itself before I can fully install my overlay. So yeah, this video is gonna consist of us painting the speaker covers so I can grade it. Well, I ain't gonna throw them all the way back in, I'm just gonna sit them back in here. And then we're gonna paint this little lower vent trim piece down here, you know what I'm saying? Then we're gonna come back the next video. I think the next video I'm gonna do the columns. If not, the next video will be me painting the back of these seats. And I think the back of these seats is gonna take 1 can itself, and I only have 2.5 cans left. So there's half a can I'm gonna use to paint this trim and that trim. And I still gotta paint a trim that's on the side of here that's not a part of the dash. And then like I said, not even including what I need to paint on the dash. So yeah, I'm gonna have to get more paint, but I'm not getting it right now, you know what I'm saying? I'm gonna have to wait, you feel me? But other than that, hope y'all do enjoy this video. We gotta pull this 1 trim piece off, and then we can go ahead and start getting ready to paint everything, you know what I'm saying? So like I said, hit that like button, subscribe to the channel if you're new, turn that post notification bell on where y'all be notified every time I drop. Share the channel, share this video. Let's keep growing and elevating together. I got a lot I'm trying to do today, and most of it consists of me painting most of this interior, or the rest of this interior, you know what I'm saying, to get this finished. That way I can start working on trying to make these upper door cards, and I can finally put in my DS18 speakers and start running the wires and all that type of stuff, you know what I'm saying? That's something I'm really trying to get done. But like I said, I can't do that until I get ready to fully make the upper half of the door panel. That way I can make sure everything fits right. I don't want to just put them speakers in, then have to take them right back out, and then put them back in and have to take them back. You feel me? I'd rather do the upper door card first, then we're gonna throw in the lowers. Because y'all know the lowers, I don't have to do nothing. I've already painted it, and I already got my speaker spacers. The only thing I gotta do is mount my speakers in there. You feel me? So I'm trying to wait until I go ahead and make that upper door card. But yeah, this video, like I said, we're finna paint some more trim. Hopefully I don't run out of paint today, so I can try and paint all the parts, like I told y'all, the column, the back of the seats, these trim pieces, and try to get that side where on the, that's between the door and the dash, you know what I'm saying, that trim piece is stuck in there because it's behind the dash. So I'm finna try, like I said, try to do as much as possible today. But I hope y'all enjoy. Make sure y'all hit that like button, like I said. Subscribe to the channel if you're new. Turn the post notification bell to all after y'all subscribe. So as soon as I drop a video, y'all be notified. You know what I'm saying? It's all free, bro. None of that costs nothing. Just go ahead and do it for me, you feel me, as a favor. And share the channel, share this video. Just keep growing and elevating together, man. Road to 5,000 subscribers. So I need y'all help to hit that goal. Y'all gotta share the channel as much as possible. And subscribe, man, if you're new, you know what I'm saying? Like I said, it's free, bro. Don't cost you nothing, and it helps me and my channel keep growing. And that's the only thing I'm trying to do is grow this channel as far as I can take it, you know what I'm saying? But other than that, we finna get ready to pull this trim off, and then we're gonna head to the back and go ahead and start painting. So I hope y'all enjoy, and I'll catch y'all in a second. All right, y'all, so it should just be 4 screws that's holding this trim piece on, you know what I'm saying? So let's go ahead and try to get it off. Hopefully they're regular Phillips head screws, and they are. Good, 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 you know what I'm saying? Regular Phillips head screws. I'm gonna set my screws right here. So one, get this second one on up out of there. And I don't know if y'all can tell, but I started masking up parts on the column. Like I said, most of this stuff is gonna come off. Like the hazard light gonna come off, the turn signal is gonna come off, cause you feel me, it just pops right out. And the tilt is gonna come out, cause literally that just unscrews. So the only thing I really gotta mask up is gonna be this, and then I'm gonna mask up my steering wheel with like some bags and stuff, you know what I'm saying? But that's not gonna be till a little later on today. Or for y'all, it might be a couple days for y'all get the video. But yeah, I'm gonna try and paint the column today. I'm gonna try to do it while I got this trim piece off, you feel me? That's why I wanted to do this one first. Paint this one first, and then I'm not gonna put it back in, because I want to paint this column. I want to see how far they actually went when they painted this column before, you feel me, with this turquoise blue. And there we go, just like that. Okay, so they didn't go that far. They stopped right here, right at this trim, so that's good. So now I know that. And like I said, I'm not gonna put this back in until after I paint this column. So once I paint the column, then I'm gonna throw this trim back in, and then, you feel me, that's it. Dang it, it got a whole bunch of dirt and dust. And I already unplugged my battery, so I'm not worried about my battery dying. Yeah, this mug is filthy. But what I'm gonna do is, I was gonna pull this out, but it looks like this trim piece is a part of it. So actually I can go ahead and just well, I don't have the right socket, and this mug was missing a screw, so I'm gonna have to try and see if I can find the extra screw to put back in there when I get finished painting all this other stuff, you know what I'm saying? So yeah, we got that out, and like I said, we painted this and these two, so hopefully this goes pretty smoothly and goes pretty quickly. It's not metal. I thought it might have been metal, and if so, I could have used my paint stripper, but I'm gonna try to use the paint stripper on the column. So yeah, we got this done, and I'm gonna try and see if I can take this out. And if I take this out, will this trim come off with it? If this trim don't come off with it, then I'm gonna take it out. But if it do, then I'm gonna just leave it on and just mask up the vent area, you know what I'm saying? So yeah, I'll catch y'all once I get to the back. I hope y'all enjoy the rest of the vid, and yeah, y'all just stay tuned. All right, y'all, so I know the last update, you feel me, I've been forgetting to record. The last update y'all seen was me pulling this stuff out of the car, you know what I'm saying? I'm sorry, I forgot I was even recording this. I was just so in the groove, you feel me, and just getting everything done. But the sanding, everything sanded down fairly easy, you know what I'm saying? And this is how we looking so far. Now I'm probably just gonna do one more coat on this one, or on both of these, but on that I'm probably gonna do about 2 more coats. But yeah, 1 more coat on here, and then that'll be good to go, you know what I'm saying? The sides I'm not too worried about, because it's gonna be sitting down inside the dash overlay, you feel me? I'm more so just worried about the top, and y'all see it got all up in there. Now the way I had to do that, I had to do cross pattern, so I had to go this way, then I had to go this way, then I had to flip it and come this way, you feel me? Just to make sure I got every spot, and as y'all can see, I got everywhere. Just like I said, just to make sure I got all throughout the whole groove, you know what I'm saying? And it's labeled so I know which side go where, passenger side, driver side. And y'all know my driver one was cracked a little bit, but you can barely tell now that it's painted. When the paint was chipping off and stuff, you really could tell that it was broken. But like I said, now that it's painted, you could barely even tell. And I'm not gonna fully, I'm just gonna sit these on the dash. I'm not gonna fully put them back in, because they kind of hard to get out. You know what I'm saying? Because of these clips, and one clip is already broken on both sides, so I don't want to break them more clips. So I'm not gonna put them in until I throw that overlay in. Then I'll throw these back in. You know what I'm saying? But the overlay got to go in first for these to sit on the overlay. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, this one, like I said, I probably just need 1 more coat. It's a little bit I mean, it ain't sticking the best, you know what I'm saying? Which I don't know where I messed up at, because I did the sanding to get the old paint off. Then I did the sanding to smooth it out, because now it's really smooth, you feel me? It ain't rough. But yeah, so like right here, I don't know if y'all can tell. Actually, I don't even know if that's a spot. But I know like right here, the paint not sticking that well. You know what I'm saying? I did a tack coat, you feel me? A little light coat to spray all around to get everything to tack on. And then came back there heavier coats. I've done about 4 coats maybe. And like I said, I'm sorry I forgot to record, but yeah, I've done 4 coats. Like I said, I'm gonna do 1 more coat on them and probably 2 more on this, and then I'm gonna throw my clear on, and then yeah, we're just gonna sit it back in the car. I'm not putting that back on yet, not putting them back in yet, you know what I'm saying? So we're just gonna sit that stuff in the car. So yeah, 1 more coat. I still have about 40% of my spray left, so I'm trying to use the rest of that on these, and then trying to see how much left, that way I can go ahead and do my column, you feel me? We're gonna do the column probably the next video. I might do the column. If not, I'm gonna do the seats, back of the seats. So yeah, like I said, 1 more coat on them and 2 more on there. So I'll show you how I'm doing my little cross pattern. Really, I don't have to do the cross pattern anymore. Like I said, it's just to try to make sure I get all the spots, you know what I'm saying? There we go. Done with that. Let that dry. Then I'm gonna go ahead and throw my probably about 2 coats of clear on them. And let's go ahead. Okay, it's looking like it's sticking a little bit better now. So maybe I just need to be a little patient, let it dry a little bit. But yeah, I covered my vents up best I could, you know what I'm saying? The tape wasn't sticking right, but I'm guessing it's probably because it was dirty. But yeah, y'all know when you painting stuff, you're supposed to sand it down, then tack it off. And I use some alcohol every time I do my interior pieces, you feel me, to get like that extra dust off and extra tack and stuff off, you feel me? So I use alcohol. But like I said, I'm sorry I forgot to record. But yeah, it looked like it's stuck on there a little bit better now. Do 1 little light spray there. Yeah, it stuck that time. So like I said, I'm gonna do 1 more coat once these dry. And it's not too hot out here, but it ain't too cold either, so that could be a reason why the paint doing that. But it ain't doing it on this. This one is actually fine, or these I should say. But yeah, like I said, 1 more. Well, no, not 1 more on these. I'm gonna let these dry. I'm gonna let them sit for about 20 minutes. Then I'm gonna come back out here and do my clear coats on these. But not, ooh, that's a wasp. But not there. I'm not gonna do the clear coat yet. I'm gonna do 1 more coat on that. So yeah, hope y'all are enjoying though, you know what I'm saying? Like I said, I apologize for not recording me sanding down and stuff, but yeah, when I sanded it down, all the old paint came off really easy. Then I moved up in grit, you know what I'm saying, to try and smooth everything out, and it all smoothed it out pretty well. It's a big old wasp. But yeah, like I said, I'm gonna let this on dry, do 1 more coat on the piece that go under the column, then the speaker covers. I'm gonna go ahead and just do the clear once that dry. So I catch y'all once I'm finished probably, so stay tuned. Alright y'all, so I'm finna get ready to close this video out, you know what I'm saying? So I wanted to show y'all this real quick before we move on to the outro, you know what I'm saying? I've done 1 coat of clear on the piece that go under the column, and I've done the 2 coats like I told y'all for the speaker covers. I'm not doing no more on the speaker covers. I'm gonna do 1 more on the piece that go under the column. Man, I'm telling y'all, bro, I'm telling y'all, this blue is really it's gonna kill this interior, dog. I'm telling you, it's gonna look so fire, bro, once I'm finished. I'm excited. Now y'all just gotta see when I get that material. I haven't ordered no material yet for the seats or the upper door cars or anything yet. Still need to get still need to get that. Still, it's a lot of stuff I still gotta buy. You know what I'm saying? So I gotta really run my money back up and start buying more stuff. I haven't really been buying none, you know what I'm saying? I've been trying to run up the bread so I can get ready to just purchase a lot of stuff at once, you feel me? Instead of keep doing pieces and pieces. Cause I know y'all tired of seeing me unboxing just one thing at a time. I wanna get like multiple things and then unbox multiple things in one video, you know what I'm saying? Try to do it like that. So it's really why I ain't been buying nothing. I've been really waiting, and I've been trying to use up everything that I already have. Y'all know I already had a lot of stuff for the Cutlass, so I didn't want to buy nothing without installing all of that stuff that I already have, you know? So that's another reason why I've been waiting. But if y'all look, like I said, one coat of clear, bro. That mug is shining. Oop, hold on. That mug is shining, bro. I should go ahead and take that tape off, you feel me? It should be fine, but yeah, the clear, I just sprayed the clear, so the clear a little wet, so I can't grab it, and then clear gonna get all on my hand. But like I said, this is all done. Like I said, y'all can barely see the cracks now. Y'all can see it a little bit, but you can barely see it. This is all cleared up. Once this dry, I'm gonna throw this in the car, and like I said, we're just gonna sit it in there, and then this one we're just gonna sit in there as well. But yeah, everything is drying up. Everything is looking really, really good, bro. It came out really, really nice. So now, like I said, I'm gonna go ahead and close out this video so I can go ahead and start sanding down the pieces that go on the back of the seats. You feel me? Which should just be like 4 screws, I think. 4 or 5, maybe 6 screws to pull out. And then that's gonna be probably the only thing I throw right back in the car once I finish painting it. You know what I'm saying? Because yeah, it's gonna be a little minute before I get the seats wrapped. So that'll be the only thing I throw back in the car, like I said, for the time being. And luckily it's just 2. I don't have to do, ain't none on the back of the back seats. It's just on the back of the front seat. So yeah, like I said, I'm gonna let this dry, and I'm gonna go ahead and close out this video. So I hope y'all enjoyed. Like I said, y'all ain't gonna see this again, you feel me? Because I'm gonna let this dry. I'll do one more coat on there and let them dry and put them up. So yeah, y'all not gonna see these again in this video. Y'all might see them again in another video or something. But yeah, it's gonna be the end of this one. I'll catch y'all in a second for the outro. Alright guys, so that's gonna be the end of this one, man. I hope y'all enjoyed the video. Like I said, y'all leave y'all opinions in the comments, man. Like I said, I ain't throwing it back in until after I paint this column. Once I paint the column, then I can throw that back in, and then from there, just gotta figure out what parts on the dash is left to paint. Oh freak, I need to pull that off. So we're gonna paint this in the next video. Like I said, I'm gonna do it white so it'll pop more. And I don't even know if I have no white. I think we got like gray and black in the crib. But yeah, we're gonna end up painting that black. But like I said, next video, we pulling off the backs of these and pulling off this chrome. And I still gotta buy the lower parts, but at least I don't have to buy the tops, because the lower parts are like $300, and the tops is probably like another $300. You feel me? So that'd be $600 just for them trim pieces, bro. But I gotta get them because I need to cover it up. So dang, I gotta paint the sides of the seats too. Yeah, I'm gonna have to do that later. I ain't doing that right now, you know what I'm saying? So like I said, next video, we're gonna be painting the back of this. We're gonna go ahead and sand all that old paint off and sand it off, right? Get everything good. But other than that, man, I hope y'all enjoyed. Like I said, we almost done. Y'all know the whole rear of the car is painted already. So we almost finished, you know? So one of the main big things we gotta paint, besides the back of these seats, which we're doing in the next video, is the column, like I said, and then figure out, I'm gonna go ahead and grab my dash, bring it over here, and then sit it on the dash, on this dash, and sit my overlay on this dash, I should say, and see what parts I actually really need to paint on this dashboard. You know what I'm saying? That way I can move on from there. You feel me? And start prepping to get everything laid on up in there. But other than that, like I said, I hope y'all enjoyed the vid. Make sure y'all hit that like button, man. Smash that like button. Subscribe to the channel if you're new. Turn that post notification bell to all. That way y'all be notified every time I drop. Share the channel, share the video, road to 5K subscribers, man. So do whatever y'all can to help me reach that goal. Other than that, though, I love y'all, appreciate y'all. Keep God first and God bless. Stay tuned for the next one. Peace.